I'll have you look this way.
Crockett, Lindenwood men's basketball, point guard, #1. I've been playing sports my entire life since I basically came out the womb. I've been into basketball probably seriously around the age of 5 when my father basically was giving me the ropes and handing the ball in my hand. But it's funny, I never was a basketball player growing up. I always loved football because I always thought basketball was like for pretty boys and I like to hit people. So I basically took basketball serious junior year of high school. That's when I took it serious, and that's when I realized that I can really do great things with it and hopefully make a living playing the game. Growing up in Louisiana, I'd say started off in Tallulah, Louisiana. That's like a small town. Then I ended up moving to the city, Monroe, Louisiana, which that's what Ouachita, Neville, Ouachita Christian. You got West Monroe. Top powerhouse football programs, and they basically breed in elementary, and that's where I realized that I wanted to be a part of basically the legacy there of Neville High School football. Then Mom gave me some news that we would be moving to St. Louis, and I was like, that's pretty far from home. That's like an 8-hour drive and new, fresh start, and it was scary at first, but then I found out I'd be going to University High School, and I like the people, like the teachers, and I also love the system, and I met a lot of friends there. But like I said, that's when basketball started to pick up for me. I came here for shootout camp. Well, I did a team camp, and my team did pretty good. Then Coach Randall invited me to a shootout camp the following night, and I happened to do great. They offered me a full ride on the spot. And I was just like, wow, like, you know, that's every kid's dream, just to hear that you get a scholarship for a ride. So I didn't know the decision I wanted to make because, you know, I started hearing peer pressure here and there about you want to go D1, you should be playing Division I. And I had a couple of looks here and there, interest from a few small major D1s, but nothing that really stood out to me. And Coach Randall and Dana Morgan, Coach Ryan Ham, they all basically made me feel at home. And I just felt more comfortable here. Plus, I'm closer to home. It's only a 20-minute drive back home. So I'm back home close to my family. Year 1, it was pretty smooth for me being a freshman. It was actually like even my first game, like against Marquette University, playing in a big stadium, and it just, I mean, it was like a dream, you know. Sophomore things got a little rocky for me with me and Coach Randall started bumping heads, and I'll never forget we played Florida Southern, and it was right after I think we played Illinois State on ESPN. And you know, just growing up as a kid, every kid would love to play on ESPN, and I unfortunately didn't really get the opportunity, and that like crushed me as a person, crushed me as a player. And at that time, I was just thinking like maybe it's not for me anymore. So first thought, I didn't want to play basketball anymore. Like I lost the love. I was drained. I wanted to give up. Like I never forget, I cried on the bus home, cried to my mom, I cried to my fiance now at the time, and just cried because I was really thinking like maybe it's not for me anymore. And although I was still making the grades, but I just wanted to give up and just quit right then and there. But I mean, my mom basically told me to keep praying, stick with the situation. And if it wasn't for my mom and fiance, I probably would have just gave up all together and just did something else with my life. I don't know what it would have been, but I had to give basically a shout out to those 2 women in my life because they helped me stay tame and stay focused and continue to push through even though I didn't want to, but they knew that this is something I'm good at and I love more than anything. So they basically continue to tell me, just keep going, you can do it. That year was just so stressful for me as a player that it basically helped me mature more and grow up and just see that like you really do have to work for everything in your life and nothing's will never be given to you and nothing's guaranteed. So that was like a huge stepstone in my life and that I would never forget, and it pushed me to be the person I am today. We ended up getting a FaceTime call about Coach Randall ended up going to St. Leo, and Coach Gerderman got the job. It was weird because it's like, man, new coach, new system, but then for me, I wanted a new opportunity. And like I said, like I just never looked back, and I just basically gave him and showed him that I'm here, I'm ready to work, and I trust you if you trust me. My family motivates me to do what I do today. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am. The support system I have, like I know when we had fans, I probably had like the biggest fan group out there, but my family believed in me since I was a kid I always knew I'd be playing college sports somewhere. I don't know if it was baseball, football, or basketball, but I always knew it just was instilled in me, and my family supported me. My mom made a lot of sacrifices throughout her life for me to even be where I am today. So I have to say, most definitely my family motivates me. I mean, it's a great feeling to be a dad, be a father, you know, like I would never say I couldn't do what I could do without them. Like they are my biggest supporters, and basically looking at myself growing up all over again is pretty awesome. And then carrying on to school, like I said, stressful, but I mean, I know I can do it and I can handle it. So far, I've been doing pretty well with that. One more semester it is, but I mean, you can never complain, never complain. So I enjoy every moment of it. I want to play professional. That's my first goal, and just basically see where it takes me, and hopefully I can be very successful at the next level. And probably long down the road, if I can get at least 10 years of it, or 10 seasons of playing, I think I'll be satisfied with my life, and probably going to becoming a firefighter. I always said if I could never be a hero on the court, I would like doing somewhere in life. Like I can't sit behind a desk, so that's something I can't do. But that's my goal so far, just playing professional at the next level.